Hi all, welcome to CSEC Mathematics with Mr. Charles. Today we are looking at some word problems on fractions, right, under the topic computations. So our first question says, how many 3/7 are there in 6? Okay, so how many 3/7 are there in 6? So in other words, how many times can 3/7 3/7 go into 6? So what we have to do is to take 6, okay, 6 and divide it by 3/7, okay, and the 6 divided by 3/7, 6 is the same as 6/1, okay, so 6 divided by 3/7 is the same as 6/1 multiplied by 7/3, because we have to change the division sign to a multiplication sign, and after doing that we have to reciprocate this fraction here, the fraction to the right of the division sign. We have to reciprocate it or flip it, so we can cross cancel. Okay, we can cross cancel. We can say, okay, we can say 3 into 3 is 1 and 3 into 7 is 2, and then 2 multiplied by 7, right, 2 multiplied by 7 would give us our answer, which is 14. So therefore, okay, therefore 3/7 can go into 6 14 times, okay, 14 times. Okay, and that's our answer there. Good. Let's look at the next question, number 2. Okay, how many times does 2/3 go into 12? Okay, we use the same method. Okay, so we say 12 divided by 2/3, right? That implies that 12/1, right, multiplied by 3/2. We change the division sign to a multiplication sign, right? We change the division sign here, we change it to a multiplication sign, and then we reciprocate the fraction to the right of the division sign. So instead of 2/3 we have 3/2, okay, or 3/2. So then we can cross cancel. Okay, we can cancel this way, right? Can cancel this way. Let me just remove that line there, right? So we could say 2 into 2 is 1, right? We could say 2 into 2 is 1, and 2 into 12 is 6, okay, and then our answer would be 6 times 3, okay, 6 times 3 equals 18. Okay, so the answer is 18 times, right? So 2/3 can go into 12 18 times, and that's our answer there. All right, let's look at the next question. It says here, a girl spent 1/6 of her pocket money on sweets and 2/5 on toys. What fraction of her pocket money did she spend? Well, that's quite simple, right? Because all we need to do is to add the two fractions. So 1/6 plus 2/5, right? And then we have two different denominators there. Okay, we have two different denominators, 6 and 5, and the LCM of 6 and 5 is 30. Okay, so we say 6 can go into 30 5 times, and then 5 multiplied by the numerator 1, right, plus, okay, 5 can go into 30 6 times, and then we take the 6 and we multiply it by the numerator 2. Okay, so we get 5 times 1 is 5, plus 6 times 2 is 12, all that over 30. Okay, and 5 plus 12 is 17, so that's 17/30. So she spent, the fraction of her money, of her pocket money that she spent, is 17/30. Okay, that's the answer there. The part B of the question asks, what fraction of her pocket money did she have remaining? So if she spends 17 out of 30, right, it means that she have whatever remains when you subtract 17 from 30. So she would have 30 over 30. Okay, let me put it like that. Okay, she spent 17 over 30. Before the 17 over 30, she had a whole. So 1 subtract 17 over 30 would give us our answer. Okay, and that 1 here can be written as a fraction with a denominator of 30. Okay, as a fraction with a denominator of 30. So instead of 1, we would rewrite it as 30 over 30. The denominator is 30, right? So 30 over 30 is also 1. And then we subtract the same 17 over 30 from that. Okay, and since the denominators are the same, right? The denominators are the same. This one is 30 and this one is also 30. We could say 30 take away 17. We could say this is equal to 30 take away 17 all over 30. Okay, 30 take away 17 all over 30, and we would get 30 take away 17. That would give us 13. Okay, 1 3. So 13 over 30. Okay, so that is a fraction of her pocket money that she had remaining. Okay, let's look at number 4. Write the first quantity as a fraction of the second quantity. So A, you have 5 days, okay, and B, you have 1 non-leap year, right? So 1 leap year contains 366 days. One non-leap year contains 365 days, right? 365 and a quarter, but we'll let it be 365, right? So 1 non-leap year, 365 days. So 5 days, we would have it as 5 days over 365 days, right? And the days would cancel days. Okay, days would cancel days, and 5 and 365 are both multiples of 5, right? So since they are both multiples of the same number, and the highest common factor between both of them is 5. So 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 365, well, let's see, 5 into 36 is 7, because 5 7 is 35, remainder 1, and 5 into 15 is 3. So we get as our answer 1 over 73. Okay, that's the answer there. Okay, 1 over 73. Then we have 42 minutes and 2 hours. So let's convert hours to minutes. So 2 hours equals 2 times 60 minutes, because there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, right? There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So 2 times 60 is 120. So in 2 hours there are 120 minutes, right? 2 hours equals 120 minutes. So we can write the fraction, right? The first have to be a fraction of the last, so the first must be the numerator. So we would have 42 over 120, right? And then simplifying that, the highest common factor between both of them, well, let's try 2 first and see what happens. Right, try 2 into 4 is 2, 2 into 2 is 1, right? And 2 into 6, 2 into 12 is 6, and 2 into 0 is 0. So 21 over 60, right? That can still be reduced further. Okay, we can reduce by 3. Okay, we could say 3 into 21 is 7, and 3 into 60 is 30. So we get 7 over 30. Okay, 7 over 30. And that is, sorry, 3 into 60 is 20, not 30. Right? 3 into 60 is 20. Okay. Make that correction there. 3 into 60 is 20. So we get 7 over 20 as our answer. Okay, 7 over 20. Let's move on to the next question. So what fraction of an hour is 35 minutes? Okay, what fraction of an hour is 35 minutes? So we have to express 35 minutes as a fraction of an hour. So we say 35 minutes, okay, 35 minutes over 1 hour. Right, and 1 hour is 60 minutes, so that's 35 over 60. 35 minutes over 60 minutes. Okay, 35 minutes over 60 minutes. Okay, over 60 minutes. And then minutes would cancel off minutes. Okay, so this would cancel off this. And then, well, 5 could go into 35 and 5 could go into 60. Right, so 5 into 35 is 7. Right, and 5 into 60 is 12. So as our answer, we get 7 over 12. That cannot be simplified any further. So our answer is 7 over 12. Right, so that means that 35 minutes is 7/12 of an hour. Okay, 35 minutes is 7/12 of an hour. So number 6, in a class of 28 children, 12 take Spanish, or 12 do Spanish. Okay, 24 take mathematics, and 20 take English. What fraction of the children in the class take Spanish? Okay, so the first thing we have to do is to realize what the question tells us, right? How many students sit Spanish or take Spanish? That's 12. So it's 12 over the total, which is 28. Okay, so what's the highest common factor between 12 and 28? Okay, that would be 4, right? So 4 into 12 is 3. Okay, 4 into 12 is 3. Wrong color. Okay, 4 into 12 is 3, and 4 into 28 is 7. So we get 3 over 7 as our answer. Okay, so 3/7 of the class take Spanish. Number 7. Okay, so 3/7 is our answer for number 6. Number 7. My school bag contains 9 books, each of mass 2/9 of a kilogram, and 5 folders, each of mass 7/25 of a kilogram. What is the total mass of the books and folders in my bag? Okay, so we have 9 books and we know the mass of each book. We have 5 folders and we know the mass of each folder. So if we know the mass of 1, we can calculate the mass of 9 and 5 respectively. So we'd say the total mass, right, the total mass equals, right, it equals to, open bracket, 9 times 2 over 9, okay, kilograms, close bracket, kilograms, plus, well, that would be for this first bracket would be for the books, okay, and then the second bracket would be for the folders, right, for the folders. Good, so we would have here plus 5 folders, so 5 times 7 over 25, and then 9 could be written as a fraction, okay, 9 over 1, okay, 9 over 1, and 5 could be written as a fraction, 5 over 1. So we can cancel 9 into 9, 1, 9 into 9, 1. So 1 times 2 is 2, so that's 2 kilograms plus 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 25, 5. Right? 1 times 7 is 7. Okay, 7 over 5 kilograms. So now we have to take the 2 kilograms and add it to 7 over 5 kilograms. So let's go ahead and do that. 2 plus 7 over 5. Well, 2 can be written as a fraction, 2 over 1. So that's 2 over 1 plus 7 over 5. Alright. The LCM between 1 and 5 is 5. So we'd have 5 here. 1 into 5 is 5. And then we take the 5 and we multiply it by 2. Okay. Plus 5 into 5 is 1. And we take the 1 and we multiply it by 7. Okay. So we get 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 times 7 is 7. Okay. Over 5. And 10 plus 7 is 17. Okay, so we get 17 over 5 kilograms. Right, that's the total mass of the books and folders in my bag. Part B of the question asks, what fraction of the total mass is books? Now, the total mass, we just calculated the total mass, right? The total mass is 17 over 5 kilograms. That was the total mass. So let's write that down here because we kind of moved to a new page. Alright, so the total mass, right, equals 17 over 5 kilograms. Okay, and we also want to find the mass of the books. We did find the mass of the books. We found it to be 2 kilograms when we did this here, right? This was a this was the mass of the books, 2 kilograms. Alright, so the mass of books, alright, equals 2 kilograms. So what fraction of the total mass is books? Okay, both of them have to be in kilograms, so I have to find a fraction. So you could now say the fraction of the total mass, that's books. Okay, the fraction of total mass, that is books, or that comprise of books, equals 2, which is the mass of the books. Well, let me write the formula. The mass of the books divided by the total mass. Right? The total mass. Right? So the mass of the books is 2 kilograms. So that's 2 kilograms over, okay, the total mass, which is 17 over 5 kilograms. So then we want to get rid of that fraction in the denominator there. Okay, we want to get rid of that fraction there. So what we would have to do is multiply by 5. If you multiply by 5 here, or 5 over 1, then the 5s would cancel. Right, so 5 into 5 is 1, 5 into 5 is 1, and we will be left with 17 kilograms down there. As a matter of fact, kilograms would cancel off kilograms, so we'd be left with 17 in the denominator. But since we multiplied by 5 in the denominator, whatever we do down here, we have to do it up here as well. So we have to multiply this by 5 as well. Right, so as our answer, we would get, okay, we would get 5 times 2 over, okay, 5 times 2 over 17, okay, which is equal to 10 over 17. So the fraction of the total mass, that is books, is 10 over 17. And that's the answer there. Okay, that was the last question in my video. Thank you very much for being a part of this experience. Please subscribe. Also, you can comment your questions in the comment section below. Also, I will attach a Google form with some practice multiple choice questions so that you can ascertain whether you have grasped the concepts in this video. I'll also set it in such a way that you would get your scores immediately after you submit, as well as in such a way that you would be able to take the quiz more than once so you can correct on your mistakes. Thank you very much. You do enjoy.